Big Meech finally responded back to all the allegations, and he exposed 50 Cent today. Here's what took place. Big Meech got out of jail. 50 Cent began to run this campaign calling Big Meech a rat because Big Meech took a picture with Rick Ross, and 50 Cent and Rick Ross been beefing for a while. 50 Cent felt like Big Meech owed him something because, you know, he executive produced the BMF show on Stars. He gave Lil Meech a show. So he just felt like Big Meech owed him loyalty. So when Big Meech took the picture with Rick Ross, 50 Cent automatically began to run this snitch campaign against Big Meech, which I always thought was weird because if 50 Cent really thought Big Meech was a snitch, why did he do business with Big Meech for so long? It never made sense to me at all. 50 Cent made an Instagram post calling Big Meech a rat. And in that same post, he introduced us to a lady called Tammy for the first time. In the first post declaring war on Big Meech, 50 Cent wrote, "The biggest mistake he ever made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cohen. Her tell-all doc reveals the truth." Then he posted a picture of a rat and put, "I think I'm Big Meech." We'll get to who Tammy Cohen is shortly, but 50 Cent will reveal that Tammy will be doing this documentary exposing Big Meech for snitching. Now, this was posted about a year ago. The documentary still hasn't dropped yet. It still hasn't came out. And we've barely heard anything from Tammy so far. So I don't know the update or the process of that documentary. It sounds like it's not happening because of what we learned today. So 50 Cent would also drop a call from somebody other than Tammy where this person was claiming that they had information on Big Meech snitching.
It's called Tammy Cowan. She's privileged to what's called the affidavits in support of the wiretaps.
Okay.
It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wouldn't allow to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this killer, and they life in jeopardy,
right,
in danger.
Right.
That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. And they was playing chess and we was playing checkers.
Okay.
She used the threat of her life and that I was gonna have some hitmen in the federal courtroom to kill her, and they closed the courtroom to the media. My shit standing room only. A dude in that city, homie.
Right.
I'm that dude in that city.
Right.
So that's why it ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them.
So okay, so she can get them for sure.
If she got them.
Okay.
She got them. The only person they barred from having the documents was me.
Okay. Okay. So you the only one that don't got the information.
Right.
Gotcha.
Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the packet.
Okay.
50 Cent said again, Tammy, the truth is coming. We about to expose Big Meech. The Tammy documentary still hasn't dropped yet. It's been about a year and a half. Now, the person on the audio you just heard, his name is Cuffy. Cuffy is the man that's claiming that Big Meech told on him. Not because Big Meech's name isn't in any paperwork, but Cuffy is claiming that because Big Meech connected him with a woman called Tammy, he believes that that woman is the one who told on him. So hence, he believed that Big Meech third-party cooperated.
Oh yeah, I got Cuffy right here, man. St. Louis legend. You know what I'm saying? And I know people heard me speak about Meech's paperwork situation with the last interview that we had, and a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. They don't believe it, Blues hating. You know what I'm saying? And when I went back and I looked at everything, I was like, you know what, bro? It's only right and only one way to really do it. You good? Only one way to really do it and just let Dog speak for itself. So I wanted him to call in, and this is him calling in during the interview. Go ahead, Cuff, man. You can introduce yourself and take the flow.
Blue, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you know, a lot of people, man, is thinking that this thing is made up or this thing is fake or that I have an axe to grind. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential Source 1. So what Big Meech did was called a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
So 50 is working with Cuffy, he's working with Tammy, and he's working with these people to expose Big Meech. They're planning this huge documentary. Cuffy's gonna do this huge movie, and 50 Cent is gonna executive produce everything to expose Big Meech for quote-unquote snitching. Now, Big Meech has responded back to this in the past. But this week, Big Meech says, you know what? I'm not gonna convince you guys that 50 Cent is lying on me. I'm not going to convince you guys that I didn't snitch. But what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go ahead and tell the dude who's saying I snitched on him, tell him to unseal his paperwork and send it to you guys. And then come back to me and tell me I snitched. And when Big Meech did that, that changed everything.
Man, you know, they always say you can't argue with yourself. So sometimes you gotta let it just talk and say anything, and then people find out what they saying ain't nothing. Like, if you don't got nothing to hide, then what you gotta speak up for? I don't got nothing to hide. I don't got no points to prove. You know what I'm saying? If I done anything wrong, if any man done anything wrong when it comes to being a rat,
yeah,
you got paperwork.
okay.
Ain't no such thing as he third party.
She say.
You can't. I can't say, hey, you tell for me, and they gonna give me the time up. No, because you know who got to go in that courtroom to get his time cut?
You do.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you gonna be in that. It's on the docket sheet that you going in here.
Ain't no hiding that docket sheet either.
Right. Ain't no hiding that.
Or no sentencing transcript.
You see what I'm saying? So like, you can't appoint someone to tell for you, and then what they want to call it third party, and like you get the credit for it, or they can't fuck up the case. Oh, cause he or she is the DEA. You know what I'm saying? What I will say, like, when it come to me, like, I ain't used to doing a whole lot of talking anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, not when it come to some negative shit.
Yeah.
I'm on positive shit.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm going to exonerate myself because I'm an honorable man.
Absolutely.
Always been honorable and stand up. And those dudes that I left in them joints that took pictures with me and walked the yard with me, they the ones got the attitude.
Yeah.
So the trolls got to deal with them. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to deal with them, and you may not never know who that may be.
Wack 100 was actually in communication with Cuffy's daughter and Cuffy. So when Big Meech put out the challenge of, yo, go get Cuffy's unsealed paperwork and then come back to me, and then we'll have a conversation, Wack 100 called up Cuffy's daughter, called up Cuffy, and Cuffy and his daughter, to their credit, didn't hesitate. They sent over the paperwork. They sent over the unsealed documents for everybody to see. And, bruh, what I saw was terrible, bruh. What I saw was bad. It was really bad.
He said, I bet you he won't send them to you. I said, well, you got all the paperwork. He said, I don't got that. That ain't my case. So I said, it ain't no big deal. So first I told Prince, go pull the pre-sentence agreement and the transcripts. Prince double back, say he can't get to it. I said, what you mean he can't get to it? Here go the nigga information. He says it's sealed. Okay, that don't make sense. Why it's sealed, but tell Cuffy, hey, they say it's sealed. Oh, no, ain't nothing. Let me put you with my daughter. Tell your daughter what you need. So I tell Prince, yo, give me the docket numbers to what's sealed. So Prince give me the docket numbers. So I specifically tell her, hey, I need these two. She calls the attorney. Attorney sent it to her. She emailed it to me yesterday. I want to put emphasis on, because people gonna be saying, Wack, how could you get sealed documents? Well, whoever the individual is could always contact his attorney. They got all the documents, and that's what happened. And I got record of who emailed them to me last night. So the sealed documents that I got was emailed to me by Cuffy and his family. Without saying too much, Cuffy did get 27 years. and the feds.
I personally made videos calling Big Meech a snitch and a rat in the past. Now, I didn't call him a snitch directly, but I kind of paraded the allegations that Cuffy came online to present towards Big Meech. So I personally said, hey, listen, if I said something about Big Meech that wasn't true, before I can come on this channel and recant or take back anything, I need paperwork, I need proof. So I got 2 specific documents that was unsealed. And when I went through it, this is what I found. First red flag I found on this paperwork was Cuffy got 27 years for 2 murders and trafficking charges. Now, the first murder is of this guy called Theodis Howard, who was murdered April 5th, 2010. Now, Howard was murdered in retaliation for snitching on Cuffy's brother. Cuffy's brother is named as Darren Gatlin in the paperwork. Howard told on Darren Gatlin, got Darren Gatlin 210 months in prison, while Howard got a reduced sentence. Cuffy got him killed because of that. This is where it gets really bad for Cuffy, and it gets worse, trust me. Cuffy, in his plea deal, confirmed that Derek Clemens and Raymond Jones shot and killed Theodis Howard. So Cuffy admitted, yo, yeah, I called the hit on Howard, I got him killed, but the shooters was Derek Clemens and Raymond Jones. The 27-year sentence alone should have told you guys that something nasty was going on. Bro, you don't murder a federal informant and get 27 years, but it gets worse. That's just the first instance that Cuffy gave information. But that don't excuse Big Meech just yet. We're gonna get to the Big Meech part, because you can still rat on a federal informant. You can still rat on a rat. If you rat on a rat, that don't accuse your rat. And so we're gonna get to Big Meech, and we're gonna figure out did Big Meech tell or not. Y'all will be surprised by the result after everything y'all been hearing online for the last year and a half. Cuffy would admit to ordering the murder of another man called Terrence Morgan. Now, Cuffy would admit that he ordered the murder of Terrence Morgan as a preventative measure to stop him from cooperating with federal authorities. Now, Terrence Morgan was murdered on May 2nd, 2013. Gatlin ordered Terrence Morgan murder after learning about a pending DEA investigation and discovering that the DEA had recently contacted Terrence Morgan. So Cuffy believed that Terrence Morgan was snitching on him, so he got Terrence Morgan killed and confessed to it. Again, this is where it goes all bad for Cuffy. Cuffy would also admit that a man named Andre Rush, who was also a distributor, who also stored drugs for Cuffy and operated as a hitman for Cuffy, Cuffy would claim that he paid Andre Rush to shoot and kill Terrence Morgan. And as bad as that is, the snitching ain't even done yet. You gotta be a bold person, a bold individual to have that in your paperwork, but be out here bringing attention to yourself, accusing other people of snitching. Now, I don't know if 50 Cent knows this man's a snitch. What I would say is this though. 50 Cent working with this man, doing business with this man, trying to launch a documentary, a series, all in spite of Big Meech. I think 50 Cent gotta, hey bruh, if you know he a federal informant and you working with him in that regard, but you shaming Big Meech, then you all bad, then you wrong. But I can't say 50 Cent knows this man's a rat. Again, his paperwork just got unsealed. I can't tell you if 50 Cent is aware this man is a federal informant. But 50, if you find out or you know, bruh, you swore to an oath, you swore to operate a certain way, you doing business with this man is a bad look for you. Especially now that you know he's a federal informant. He went out all bad from what the paperwork states. Now, if Cuffy can provide an additional paperwork, if Cuffy can prove, oh, nah, bro, we sent the wrong paperwork, here's the right paperwork, then we can have that conversation. But as of now, the paperwork that y'all provided, or they're saying y'all provided, bruh, this is all bad. And it's 50, if you're working with this dude, is also all bad. Now, let's get to the Big Meech thing. Cuffy claimed that Big Meech told on him. But when you look at Cuffy drug charges and the trafficking charges, it tells a different story. In the paperwork, Cuffy officially admits to law enforcement. He pled guilty to conspiring with Fidel Suarez, Lawrence Gibbs, Terrence Morgan, Andre Rush, and Timothy Rush to traffic narcotics. So Cuffy admitted that a lot of these dudes, who, by the way, has nothing to do with Big Meech. I think Suarez is the only person who may have some connection to Big Meech, but Lawrence Gibbs, Terrence Morgan, Andre Rush, and Timothy Rush has nothing to do with Big Meech. Big Meech don't know those dudes. Those are Cuffy guys, and Cuffy said that they all conspired to traffic narcotics. So his drug charges have nothing to do with Big Meech at all. Cuffy would also admit to conspiring to traffic with another plug that got nothing to do with Big Meech. Now, the amount of weight that Cuffy admitted to is like an unimaginable amount of weight, which makes the 27 years just seems like crazy. But Cuffy admitted to these things. He admitted to doing these things. Now, if Cuffy went and says, hey, man, the Fidel Suarez document I saw looks a certain... I feel like Cuffy got a first answer to the 2 bodies, that you told on. Then you got an answer to telling them folks that you traffic narcotics with Suarez, Gibbs, Morgan, Andre Rush, and Timothy Rush. You also got an answer to how you was already under DEA investigation before you claimed Big Meech put you in contact with Tammy. You was already under DEA investigation. Right? They already had you for conspiring with Gibbs, Morgan, Rush, and Timothy Rush, and everybody. Now, if you want to say, hey, man, Big Meech, told Tammy to contact me and Fidel Suarez, you first got to deal with you telling on your own homies, then you telling on the 2 bodies, and then we can have a conversation. But as of now, Big Meech didn't tell on you from what we see. Right, from what I saw, Big Meech is not a snitch. Big Meech didn't tell on anybody, especially when it comes to Cuffy. Cuffy told on himself. He took a plea deal to get 27 years. Man, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, okay? Do y'all feel like 50 Cent doing business, a documentary, or anything with a federal informant is a bad look? Or do you guys feel like, man, listen, man, business is business? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly this new Nolan Wells audio, to me, confirms he was brutally murdered. I'm going to see you guys in this Nolan Wells video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.